you little... What for? You came to my boat. Just gonna shut that. Jesus. Bye bye. Oh, there goes the dog. Looks like a Jurassic Park, that. I need one of these mugs with that on the other side.
Why? So when you hold it...
Well, because I'm left-handed, and this is everyday handism, one of those exclusions in the modern world. It's right-handed, like every time you drink it, artichoke's on display, but...
Yeah, but this way you get to see the artichoke.
That's a good point, actually. And I'm not talking to you today. I've fallen out with Gabby.
Why?
Because, right, very grateful you went off and did the big shop, which, you know, one of those jobs no one enjoys doing, trips around the supermarket. But a request was put in to grab me a lottery ticket. And you're now back from the shop, and there's no lottery ticket. And I just know that was going to be a winner. And so now, actually, if there's any lawyers that watch this channel, if you like Narrowboat Life, unlikely, but you know, have I got a claim here? Whose side are you on? Because I think that's a pretty clear-cut case, open and closed, Your Honour.
Right. Absolutely not. Right, what are we doing today?
Here's box. Come on, let's crack on. Way more blocks. Where are they all gone? If you didn't see our video last week, this little random box we've got on the floor is currently like Joe's playpen. So he learned to stand and crawl in like one weekend, and suddenly the boat feels incredibly small. So we've got this little box we can pop him into. He can move about in here. He can play with his toys, and it means that we can do a few things in the kitchen, and we know he's safe. Only trouble is, his favourite game is at the moment is to like sit in his little box, playing with his toys and throwing them over the edge, and then trying to lean over to get them. And sooner or later, he's going to go flop out onto the floor. So, whilst he's having his little nap, what we want to try and do is build like a little safety fence around the edge of the box.
Easy.
I've been at the towpath, I've foraged some willow, that's what I'm going to try and build it out of. Never done any weaving or like willow stuff before, but what could go wrong? God loves to try it, and we've got to give it a go. One of my ideas is this, but not this. Essentially, you kind of like you have like 3 bits of willow, like that. So you have like one here, one in the middle, one at the end, and then you weave like the wispy bits of willow around the edge, and you kind of create like a fence coming out to like here, and it's almost like a little Romany cart thing.
That'll look lovely.
That's like one idea. Or rather than doing the foldy ovary thing, you just do like willow posts up to like there. I'll just trim them off, and I'll do like 3 going along. That would be the easier option. Which do you prefer?
Curve.
The benefit of the curve is that we can hang bits down from here.
Yeah, like his little books you can hit and things.
Yeah. I've just got to work out how to attach these onto there then.
I think it's going to look nice.
Good, I'm pleased you got optimism about this. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. That was not a long enough swim. I think we're in another, what is it, the 9-month sleep regression stage? So, I mean, was it the 6-month one? That was a delight to get through, wasn't it?
That was a hoot.
Honestly, just when you think you crack it, then suddenly the next thing comes down the path, doesn't it? Yeah.
Oh,
we don't like sleeping very much.
No, he doesn't like naps in the day. He doesn't like to sleep at night. He loves co-sleeping. Loves sleeping in our bed.
Yeah.
Which is
So
quite nice.
in the bed at night we have obviously me and Gabby, often Joe pops up about 2 a.m.
2ish is when he fancies
It's when
it.
eventually we just go, let's just bring him up and pop him in the bed with us. And then Tilly's also in there too. So yeah, it's cozy.
He's enjoying this little bit, really.
Oh, good. This is currently what's happening on the sofa.
Why do you both have to be on me?
We love you. We love you.
Lunch. I'll have lunch.
I'll have lunch. I fancy a bit of lunch.
You don't have lunch. The kind of shot you're looking for?
I never really knew she could dance like this. She makes a man want to speak Spanish. Sí, bonita. Shakira, Shakira. Huh?
Mi casa, su casa, Shakira, Shakira.
No, are you not thinking? No.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that not a Pitbull song?
No.
Mi casa, su casa.
No, what? Go again.
Como se llama? Sí, bonita.
Sí, mi casa, su casa.
No.
No?
No, como se llama? Sí, bonita.
Shakira, Shakira.
Yeah, sí, Shakira, Shakira.
Is it? He is.
Okay. I've got two options here.
Uh-huh.
Because, right, I am one of those people that's like an ambitious woodworker. I don't really have a clue of what I'm doing at all. But I was thinking, can I build this without using screws? So I was thinking I could drill like a hole in the side of the box and then like pop this through.
Right. The fact you're laughing makes me think that you're not very confident in your
I'm not
idea.
very confident in it. And then pop this through it and then have like a hole going through here and then that bit like slides down.
Oh, I see. Very smart.
Very smart. So that slides down through it. You see? And then do the same on the other side and have like something on the inside which stops this bit from coming out. And it'll be locked in both ways. Which will be very, very smart, but I'm just not sure if I possess the skills to do something like that. No.
What's the new plan then?
Well, I still want to do it like that, if I'm honest with you. So what I'll probably do is spend a good hour sort of scratching my head and looking at it and thinking that'll be a really nice way to do it, before eventually deciding that just using screws is probably the way forward, because it's easier and quicker. Yeah.
I've decided I'm just going to leave Jack to it because this is what often happens. He will think of something fun to do or to make and it always turns out to be 100 times more challenging than first thought. So I'm going to let him get on with it and we will see what we end up with. I'm sure it will look good, but I'm just going to leave it to be his thing. We've got quite a lot we wanted to do today. So I want to see if we can take you to see some lizards. Now, our boat neighbour has found a couple or a family of lizards just down the towpath. Jack has seen them and I haven't, so we're going to go on a bit of a lizard safari and hopefully we can all see the lizards, which we will do on our way to the allotment. We have got a glut of green tomatoes that need using. Thank you to whoever commented last week telling us to try leaving them in a box with newspaper, so apparently that makes them ripen, so we are going to try that and see if we can end up with some more red tomatoes. But I've also been reading this article of loads of things you can do with green tomatoes, and one of them is lacto fermenting, which is what Jack has been wanting to give a go for a little while. So we're going to go get our green tomatoes and then hopefully try and ferment them into something delicious. The article I was reading about what to do with a glut of green tomatoes was in Saturday's Feast magazine, which is a supplement in the Guardian newspaper. We don't actually have the physical copy because we use an app called Readly, which gives us unlimited access to over 7,000 international newspapers and magazines, all within one app. We use it for home and living magazines to get inspiration of what to do in here, as well as daily newspapers and food magazines, which we love. The app is really good because you can bookmark articles like my green tomato article to come back to at a later date. We love using the app because it means that we don't have to buy physical copies. We can just have access to everything in one place because obviously we don't have the space. If you want to try out Readly, then use our link, which I will pop in the description, because it will give you access to the Readly app for 2 whole months free of charge, so you can have a little dig around and see what you think. Thank you to Readly for partnering up with us for this week's video. We really, really love the app and recommend giving it a go.
So, a little confession. Building Joe's playpen? We don't have a playpen. Playpen did take slightly longer than I anticipated. The good news is it's mostly finished. There's a couple of bits I just need to just saw off, but it's pretty much done. It's not quite how I originally visioned it. As with a lot of these things, the artistic process means that you end up with different results than what you initially set out to, but for the better. It
does the job.
It does the job. We'll show you, I'll show you what it looks like when we get back. We're heading up to the allotment because we want to go and pick those green tomatoes, and also these much fabled lizards that I have spotted, our boat neighbour has spotted, but a certain member of the party
no lizards
hasn't seen yet. So we're gonna have a little canter down here. Hopefully we can get Joe off for his nap and see if we can spot them. So the last time I was down here, they were just in one of the little crevices in this wall, and they kind of like to sit there and bask in the sunshine, and I feel like I've bigged them up so much that if we
sun is out.
Yeah, so hang on, or they like it on this compost heap as well. So lizards,
I can see one.
where?
Down there, right in the end, right in the corner.
What do you mean? Isn't he right down there? Where?
Corner bit down there.
Oh yeah. Hang on. I don't know if you're able to see him on the camera. Oh, there he is. Yeah, we have a lizard. The common lizard lives in the compost heap near the railway station. They're amazing.
Well, they are really cool.
Aren't they? See? Wasn't making it up.
You weren't making it up.
There are lizards. I think that they must like the warmth from the compost, because it's just like all the grass cuttings just sort of dumped in the hedge.
Can't say anymore.
And I guess they like the warmth from it, because sometimes you'll come down, they're like sunbathing on the wall.
Aww,
Yeah.
they're like our own little pet lizards.
They're kind of cute. They are cute. Right, lizard safari done. Now time to get to the allotment, get some green tomatoes, and feed my bees. There's bee food in there. I've just found 2 whopping great big caterpillars on here.
Oh no.
Yeah. I've just removed them. We should get some Brussels from there, but the other 2 are looking a bit naff. And all our other brassicas are looking a bit peaky. Right, this is our squash plant for our winter squash. Admittedly, I planted it too late, so they're a bit little. Hoping that over the next couple of weeks they'll, wallop up. But look at that one. It's turning into a right proper little pumpkin-y thing. And then look over here, look at this. Right, this is our squash plant for our winter squash. Admittedly, I planted it too late, so they're a bit little. Hoping that over the next couple of weeks they'll, wallop up. But look at that one. It's turning into like a right proper little pumpkin-y thing. We've got lots of tiny ones though. So if anybody is like a champion Hadouken, I think it's a Hadouken squash grower, can you let me know if I'm doing this right? Because at the moment they're just like trailing like triffids all across everyone else's patch as well as ours. So yeah, any advice for how to get the biggest squash, let me know.
It has turned into the most gorgeous September. It is so warm and so sunny, as you can probably tell by my frowning, the classic summer look. But to think we had the fire on a few days ago is ridiculous. This is a gorgeous September.
Yeah.
Joe's awake.
Joe's awake. What are you doing?
This always happens. Like, no matter what we've got planned, on the way, Joe will fall asleep, and then when we get there, when I want to crack on, is when Joe wakes up.
Yeah, bing, open the eyes.
Yeah. So it just makes things a little bit more challenging. But Jack is going to entertain Joe whilst I pick the green tomatoes, and then...
We're off beekeeping.
Yeah, Jack's off beekeeping. Spider's dinner, sorry. Whoa. Good job. How many tomatoes is too many? Can you have too many tomatoes? I think I've got enough tomatoes for what we're doing for now, so let's get one yellow tomato for Jack, one for Joe, and then the tomato collecting mission is done. One, and a little one. Big one for Joe. Pop. You two enjoying yourself?
Yeah. I've reinvented the singing turtle song.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I'm giving it a bit of my fine baritone. I had a little turtle. His name was Tiny Tim. I popped him in the bathtub to sing a
Do you want tomato each?
Yes. Joe, you want one?
Ready?
Yeah.
Good catch. Joe's keen.
He loves it. I've broken my other bee suit.
Oh, you
So
have
I'm having
mine.
to wear your one. Just to, warn you. This is a pretty attractive outfit, so, don't get too flustered. London Fashion Week, eat your heart out. Just in case you missed the episode where we got our bees, I'll link to it up in the top corner now, that little slidey thing up there. But it's a bit of a weird time now as we get into winter. Essentially, like, my jobs are just to make sure that they're building up their food stocks nicely to get them through the colder winter months, which is what this quite suspect looking package is. And it looks like something a bit dodgy, that, doesn't it? This is baker's fondant, so essentially it's just like a big block of sugar, which the bees can use for like an instant bit of energy, put it into their stores, because we're kind of at the cusp in between like the main nectar flow of the summer and then like the flow of like the ivy and all of that stuff starting up. So this is just something to keep them going through and make sure they're building up nicely, so they've got plenty of food stores to get them through. So I'm going to pop that in and have a little look inside the actual hive and see what they're all up to. Loads of bees.
Jack has assured me on many occasions that his bees are very lovely bees. So we actually can get away with standing this far away from the hive. They are so interesting just to watch. I love just standing back here and watching him do his little bee checks.
It's all a bit of a balancing act at this time of year because like you don't want them to starve, but also you don't want to overfeed them because then they'll get like honey bound in the hive. It is a bit of a minefield. I think there's so many things that can go wrong at this time of year. You just gotta kind of like see it. That's so much heavier than it was, and that's like a good sign because it just shows that they've got loads of honey stores in here. Exactly, Joe.
What?
Oh, also, if anybody fancies a jar of honey, then make sure you're signed up to our mailing list because we actually had a surprisingly good year from the bees, and yeah, they have enabled us to take a very small crop, so we should have some jars available some point soon. I just need to get the jarred up. But yeah, have a little look in the link down below in the description, and that is beautiful. So you've got like the brown stuff here. You alright, Joe? Is he alright? Gabby's doing a great job of holding the camera and Joe at the same time, so that's what's going on.
Fidgety Joe.
Beautiful frame though. You've got the dark biscuity coloured stuff here, that's brood, so that's baby bees in there, which will be our winter bees. And then around the outside, you've got this, which is their honey stores, the lighter coloured stuff, which they're building up nicely. But yeah, that's looking really good. I'll take a couple more out and just check on the rest of them, but nice, really good stuff.
Oh, what a haul. Oh no!
What's happened?
The basket's broke. Oh no.
The basket has broken.
Basket has broken.
Yeah, basket's broke.
Yeah, the basket's fixed. Beautiful. That's enough, isn't it?
Yeah, should be.
Yeah, perfect. There you go. Work your magic.
All right, your bag. You've got to be nicer if you want some oats. You've got to be nicer. You are just, honestly.
Hey, the other one just told him off.
Yeah. Didn't they? I'm going to close this. I'm just going to close that hatch again. Honestly, they're horrible. Normally, I like the swans. They're lovely. Usually give them a little handful of oats, but those, they're kind of like teenage cygnets. And like all teenagers, they're mardy. We're on a bit of a ticking time bomb. Talking of kids and mardiness, we're on a bit of a ticking time bomb with Joe. We've got to do dinner, bath and bed. Because you were meant to have a nap on the walk back from the garden, weren't you? And you didn't.
You thought, nah.
You thought, nah, I'm going to stay awake.
Yeah, delirious.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is do the tomatoes a bit later on this evening and probably show you in the next vlog. So like and subscribe to make sure you see that. But let me just show you the playpen. I'm calling it the playpen, not the cage as Gabby just called it. But it's rustic and it's not quite as we described it in like the first instance, but
It looks good. It looks better than 2 bookcases together would have looked like. I think you've done really good. Also, Jack's learned some great new woodworking skills which you can put to use around the boat. No screws. He's very proud of that.
I think it looks good.
It looks really good. What do you think? Should we give it a go? Should we give it a go? If he cries, it's because he's tired, not because he doesn't like his playpen. Whoa! Whoa! What's that funny noise?
What do you think? Yeah?
Is it good?
Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah. It's a little more rustic than the original vision, but it fits in with the boat, right?
Rustic charm.
Rustic charm. And that's what we're going for, the whole essence of this place. It is really nice, actually, just to have like a box which we know he's safe in. We've got the padding around the edges so that if he does take a little tumble, we can't whack his head or anything, and we can plop him down in here whilst we go and make a cup of tea, and yeah, he can't come to any harm. So yeah, I'm pleased
You've
with
done
it.
a really good job. A really good job. It's sturdy.
It's nice and sturdy, and he can't come to any damage, so that's good. That's probably it for this week's video. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please do consider tapping subscribe. Joe is grabbing the camera, so thank you. Please do consider tapping subscribe and maybe give it a thumbs up. And yeah, we'll see you next time for a little update with the fermented tomatoes. Joe would have probably grown out of this thing already.
Oh,
so
no.
yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye. Honestly, I might take it on Dragon's Den.
You could make it in batch.
There'll be a lead time of about 3 years on each one, but make them want more. That's the secret. Bye.